King inspire us to see one another, sisters and brothers, with our common origin and destiny, guided by the conviction that together we can truly fulfill the promises of our nation. We pray in the name of God, who is our creator and who calls us to greater commitments to justice, freedom, and the peace. Amen.
At this point in time, would you still remain standing as you sing the Negro National Anthem? Lift every voice and sing.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicings rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as a rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died, yet with a steady beat have not a weary feet come to the place for which our Father sighed. We have come over a way that with tears have been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of a bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places our God will let thee, lest our hearts drunk with the wine of the world we forget thee, shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God, true to our native land.
At this point in time, I'd like to introduce our good brother Devon Higgins. He was coming also.
Well, good afternoon to our family, friends, distinguished guests, and brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. We would like to welcome you to our annual Dr. Martin Luther King Wreath Laying Ceremony as we celebrate the accomplishments of our dear brother, Dr. Martin Luther King. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Brother Higgins. Our occasion will be brought to us by our good brother Keith Davis, who is also our past president of our chapter.
Keith Davis, principal at CA. Okay.
Good afternoon. We're assembled today as a formal sign of aspects of Dr. Martin Luther King and his tribute today. Today he is entering into our 20th century, and in his commemoration of our 93rd birthday, or his 93rd birthday, we would be holding our fourth annual wreath laying ceremony. In honor of his occasion, we like to celebrate the fact that he has been our drum major and our drum leader in marching into excellence and justice. Again, we welcome you today. Have a great day. Thank you, Brother Davis. At this point in time, it is truly an honor to welcome for the greeting our Honorable Mayor, Linda Hudson. Mayor.
Thank you very much. It is always an honor to be included in this. I have been to every single one of them, and I'm always grateful when I get the invitation because it's one of my favorite things of the year. I bring you greetings from the city of Fort Pierce, and I want to tell you that I believe God is shining down on Fort Pierce because we have now a full commission and we have an excellent commission working together for all of the city of Fort Pierce. But especially we have two District 1 commissioners, Curtis Johnson Jr. and Arnold Gaines, which we are so happy to have on the dais working with us as a team. Make no mistake, they are advocating for District 1, but they also are advocating for the benefit and the prosperity of all Fort Pierce. So thank you very much for sending them to us, and we look forward. Good things are happening to Fort Pierce, and it is my honor to serve as your mayor and to serve with these gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor. At this point in time, we will have our recognition of guests by our good brother, Curly Smith.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Ada Kappa Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, we would like to recognize our special guests. Chief Hester, St. Lucie County Sheriff. Deputy Chief Ken Norris, Fort Pierce Police. Linda Hudson, Mayor of Fort Pierce. E. Wayne Gent, Superintendent of St. Lucie Public Schools. Chris Kraft, St. Lucie County Tax Collector. Gertrude Walker, Supervisor of Elections. Will Armstead, Boys and Girls Club. Lieutenant Hamilton. Sheriff Ken Mascara. City Commissioner Curtis Johnson. Commissioner Arnold Gaines. St. Lucie Schools Board members. St. Lucie County Board of County Commissioners, Fort Pierce City Commissioners, Port St Lucie City Commissioners, and the Mayor of Port St Lucie. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Smith. At this point in time, we'll have a musical selection by the Port St Lucie High School concert choir. Let's go.
Greetings again, ladies and gentlemen. I am Devon Higgins, the Director of Choirs at the Port St Lucie High School. Today I have brought the concert choir, and we will be performing two selections for you all. The first selection is a prayer title, Come By Here, My Lord. And then the next selection is a spiritual declaration, My Soul's Been Anchored in the Lord. Please enjoy.
point in time, pleasure, I'd like to bring forth our good brother, John Tucker, as he introduces our speaker for this occasion.
Good afternoon, friends. I'd like to introduce our speaker for this afternoon, Pastor James H. Sullivan. Pastor James H. Sullivan is a retired public school teacher and secondary school principal. He is a spiritual leader, speaker, and author who has a passion for working with children, youth, and adults. He has a BS degree in English from Florida Memorial University in Miami, Florida, a master's in education with certifications in administration and supervision from Florida Atlantic University in Boca Raton, and a master's in divinity degree from Ashbury Theological Seminary in Orlando, Florida. He is currently a pastor of One Land, One Faith Christian Ministries Incorporated. Pastor Sullivan and his wife, Bertha, of 52 years, have 2 children, James Sullivan Jr. and Bria Hooks, and 1 grandson, Christian. Welcome, Pastor.
Thank you so much for the introduction. I'm grateful today to have been asked by the Brothers of Alpha Fraternity Incorporated to speak on this momentous occasion, the replaying ceremony for Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. I give honor today to the MLK Commemorative Committee as well as the special guests. The theme for this year's celebration is a significant one. It starts with me shifting priorities to create the beloved community. Lives of great men like Dr. Martin Luther King all serve to remind us that we may make our lives sublime and departing leave behind us footprints on the sands of time. In February of 1968, at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, Georgia, Reverend Dr. King preached his final sermon. The sermon title was "The Drum Major Impact." There he talked about how he wanted to be remembered. Dr. King said that he did not want to be remembered for fame or fortune, for prestige or power, but he wanted to be remembered as a drum major for justice. Somewhere early in his life, he decided that justice, love, compassion, tranquility, and reconciliation, along with unity, were the things that are most important in this life that we live. Dr. King got his inspiration from Jesus Christ, and he got his nonviolent principles from Gandhi. In the beloved community, Dr. King said that there should be mutual understanding and friendship. It is a community where everyone is welcome. There's no big I, little you, but there is a community of us, and we work together for justice for everyone. He said on one occasion that injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. So as we begin to shift our priorities and begin to look at how we create the beloved community, I have to say that it starts with me. It starts with me to make a personal commitment. It starts with me to be the best that I can be and to do all that I can do. It starts with me to be a part of the solution and not the problem. It starts with me, but I must realize that what we face in creating the beloved community is something that's bigger than one person. It includes all of us. For the beloved community is a community where there is love, where there is no hate, and where people work together to lift up others out of poverty. Jesus said on one occasion in Matthew's gospel, he said that you are the salt of the earth, and you are the light of the world. We should let our light shine so others may see our good work and glorify our Father who is in heaven. So I must make a personal commitment to stand firm in my faith and contribute what I can using my God-given gifts and abilities to the glory of God. Service and love are important. But Dr. King said on one occasion, and I quote, everybody can be great because everybody can serve. To serve, you only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love. For love is the only thing that's capable of transforming an enemy into a friend, end quote. A fourth shift in creating the beloved community that resonates with me today, and this is one of the foundational pillars of the beloved community. I must realize that I can never be all that I can be until you be all that you should be. As salt that Jesus talked about, we must serve and learn together. As light, for me, I must lead by example. I must invest in the lives of others. I must give freely. I must honor God, and I must treat others with respect. For respect is very important as I seek to do all that I can do. In respect, I must have reverence for God. In respect, I must be an example for others to follow. In respect,
Oh, shoot. Whoa.
in respect, I must be an example for others to follow. In respect, I must share God's love and stand in solidarity with those who cannot stand for themselves. In respect, I must pray and have patience for those who are in need of prayer and patience. In respect, I must encourage others and engage them in lifting up somebody else. In respect, I must have compassion for others, just as Christ had compassion for me. In respect, I can be tolerant of others without feeling that they don't have to agree with my views or my values. The final shift in priorities that start with me is the one for justice. In the beloved community that starts with me, there's the fight for justice. For justice in the beloved community is for all people, not just for those who are oppressed. It is the need for justice that binds us together in an inseparable bond. It is the need that causes us to come with others to sing with conviction, determination, hope, intentionality, passion, and purpose. As we did earlier, as the choir did before, we can continue to sing, lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven rings, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise, high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the roaring sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Oh, this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. It starts with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Sullivan, for such an impactful message. At this point in time, we thank you for your concerns with the lady. It seems to be doing okay, but it is with pride and pleasure that I have our good brother Commissioner Curtis Johnson come forward and bring you a message for the wreath laying occasion. Commissioner Johnson.
We thank you for your patience and presence, and please, if the sun is too much, please step out of the sun. We greatly understand and appreciate that, but we care for your safety today, and that's most important. So I've been asked to share with you a brief word here, and it will be brief because we will move this along most expeditiously, my brothers. We are going to conclude this. So at this particular point in time, if we can begin to bring the wreath forth, we will lay the wreath in symbolism today of our dear brother, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The symbolism of the wreath has been used since the ancients of times in ancient Greece to represent the circle of eternal life. The evergreen wreaths were laid at the burial place of early Christian virgin martyrs in Europe. The evergreen representing the victory of the eternal spirit over death. And as we think about the eternal spirit over death and the dream that lives with us today, and the dream that was shared with us by our beloved brother, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I would just remind you that in today's time, one of the things that he spoke of, and I would encourage us to all be mindful of, is that the ultimate measure of a man or woman is not where we stand in the moments of comfort and convenience, but where we stand at the times of challenge and controversy. And as we look upon our community of saying what we can do, let's remember that in times of challenge, where will you stand? At this time, we will present the wreath and lay the wreath, of which after that particular point, I will be calling for the conclusion of this program so that we may move on. Please bring the wreath forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, would everyone stand? Please remain silent for 39 seconds as it commemorates 39 years of life that Dr. King lived. Thank you. Thank you for your attendance. This concludes our celebration and wreath laying ceremony for Dr. Martin.
Where did she go?
She's in the
unmarked car. Okay, unmarked car.